Everyone, and welcome back to my video. Today I'm going to be doing trying out some new makeup and some old makeup, like doing a makeup look with it. So for new makeup that I'm going to be trying out today, I got 3 products. I got a lot of them, so I want to space myself and do multiple videos. A lip cream I got from the Dollar Tree, and bronzer and blush. And today I'm going to be switching it up. I'm going to use a foundation brush to start out with, which I normally have. I have not used a foundation brush in the longest time. This feels so weird. Oh wow, that's actually doing a pretty good job. Oh yeah, and I'm using one of my go-to, which I also get from the Dollar Tree or Dollar General, is the LA Color Truly Matte Longwear High Pigmented Foundation. And I say it's not high pigmented, I say it's like medium. Like medium buildable. It can get to high coverage if you do like 2-ish coats. I do not like very high foundation. My favorite is more of a medium coverage. Like this one. Okay, this brush was not built for at least my nose. My nose is very small. And I'll be doing a clean my brush with me video on how I clean them and make sure they stay in good condition. Because I have brushes that are over 10 years old. I've been doing makeup since I was like 9. So I have brushes that are over 10 years old. And how I keep them in such good condition. Now some of them I just throw away after they start cracking or the bristles start falling out. That's actually my first time using that foundation brush. I've had it for a while, but it's my first time actually using this foundation brush, and I gotta say, I quite like it. Now, I've used this stuff for other things, for like skincare products, like getting them on my face, like skincare, but I have not yet tried it with foundation, what it was intended for, which was foundation. And I also use this as like an eye primer base because it is just easier, and because I don't really see the point in getting another makeup product when my concealer or foundation can work just as well. Now, people who do use them, no shade, I just don't see the point. Okay, I'll be right back, but for you guys, I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. Next up, my favorite concealer of all time, ColourPop. And I always do like a little dot on my nose. Whatever left, I do like a little dot. I could not find my smaller beauty blender. I could find was my bigger one. So this is just gonna have to work. And then I'll use this side to Okay. Now a little bit of, I've noticed a little bit, now I know some people do not like shimmer and bronzers. I actually don't mind it. What's up? Now let's go see how pigmented this is. Ooh. If I do that. Ooh, I'm like very little bronzer and only on my cheeks. Kind of like there. I've always liked my bronzer in that kind of way. Ooh, I will be getting. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back to Dollar Tree and pick up a couple more of these. That is very much what I like. Okay, I put a little more on one side than I did on the other. So just put a little more there. Good, there's a bit more warmth on this side. Ooh, this Dollar Tree bronzer is amazing. Okay, I got a little carrier weight on this side, so what you do is when I do this, I go there with a concealer, and then I get away the excess. But ooh, I actually really, really like that. Now I do very little, just enough to show. Okay, my bronzer went everywhere on this side. Normally when I do this, I just wipe off my makeup and try again. But I do not have that kind of time today, so. Concealer it is. And a tiniest little bit. Okay, I'm gonna have to start again on this side of my cheek. This side is perfect. This side, I went a little too heavy. Ooh, actually that works. Cream bronzers are not my forte. I am actually really bad about putting them on. But on the first time using a new cream product, I actually really like this liquid bronzer. It actually is perfect shade for me, which I looked out the Sunset Bronze. I thought it was going to be a little dark for me because in the packaging it looks a little dark for me. But that's actually, it's very sheer. Now, it's very buildable, but I kind of like this, how it's just light, it's just, you can see it, but also you can, unless it hits this right spot. Which, in my case, I like products like that. Okay. Okay, product gonna come out of this. Okay. Okay. Looks like a very pretty color. Oh! Here we go. Oh, you gotta squeeze the tube. That's what it is. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. Now I've noticed blushes dry down fast, and I like doing a circular motion with liquid blushes. Ooh, that's pretty. That's actually really pretty. Because it's not a powder, so I just do like this light little circular motion, but ooh, that's pretty. Dang. Okay. Dang, is that pretty? Again, just like it's light. It's not very pigmented, but if you like kind of lighter kind of blushes like I do, there are days where I want pigment. But there's also days where I just want like a light blush. With this, it's absolutely perfect. I think I just found my no makeup blush, like my clean girl when I'm doing like a very light coverage makeup look. And I think I just found my blush for that. I'm gonna put another dot on I'm gonna put powder on. Okay. It does not stand up to powder. Good to know. You can still see it, but not very much. So it's very much natural, clean girl aesthetic, what I actually do not mind. Because that gives me just a tiny little tint of brown and pink on my cheeks still. Now, after you put powder on, let it sit for a while, you can put more product on if you want it more coverage. Which I will show you with the, will not do it with the bronzer. But I will with the blush. Okay. And now this time I'm going to use a brush. I wanted to see how the pigment, oh! Okay, well that changes a lot when it comes to pigment. Okay. Okay, so brush is better if you want pigment. Oh, the sponge soaked up a lot of color. Okay, well then that explains it. Okay, when I use this brush, I will be using a brush. If I want more color. That is, dang, is that pretty. I really, really like that. Okay. Next up, I'm using one of my favorite palettes. I don't think I've ever shown this one on my channel. It's my Milani Golden Nude palette. This brush is dirty. Sorry about that, but okay. And Chill. I'm gonna use And Chill, which is this dark shade right there. And I'm just gonna buff that into my. Okay. That is not a good brush for that. You got it. Okay, this one's better. Okay, I'm gonna use a little bit of concealer to clean that up a bit. And when you make mistakes, because some people do, it's just natural with makeup, or this I find it. So I just clean it up a little with either some concealer or foundation. And see, good as new. It is like it never happened. Okay, now I'm going to use 75 and Sunny, because it's a really pretty golden color. It looks like literally metallic, like liquid gold on my eye. It's like liquid gold on my eye. It is like liquid gold. Now that is really pretty. Okay. Now time for this. Okay. Okay, that's just kind of pretty. Does not go with this look. This would look better with like a blue or like a silver eyeshadow. But I do like the color, like with like or if I like. Okay, now that's better. Like if I blot a little away, that's actually quite pretty. Little corally for me, but yeah, that's pretty. Okay, now that will be all for this video. Okay, bye guys.